Hey, Fit Mama here. I just want to say happy Saturday. I want to do a short video on what Graves' disease is. My little sweet daughter is actually doing a paper right now for her K-12 Academy on what Graves' disease is. I thought what an awesome opportunity and to share to others and loved ones what it is. Graves' disease is an autoimmune disease, and your thyroid is located here if you don't know. And I honestly didn't know anything about the thyroid and its function prior to 2015, 16 when she was diagnosed. So when I explain it, I just say it's the engine of the body because it operates everything. When it's out, it affects the body temperature, your appetite, your entire well-being. And so she didn't want to do somebody special in addition to her family. Here's
my little furry daughter.
She is a Bombay kitten. She's gorgeous. She's a rescue. She's so calm, she's going to stare the whole video.
Okay, come on.
Please don't scratch my leather jacket. So, yesterday we were in Chinatown. We really love that. We totally love the Asian culture. It was our first experience at Chinatown in San Francisco. And I bought this really cute ring. It was like $3. It had like a little, what stone was it?
I think a rose quartz.
It was a rose quartz, and I lost it. So, good. It was $3, and it's okay. But I should have got two because I really like it. Hopefully I'll find it. But, I'm not into jewelry and material items. We're not to attach to it. I do have a nice Honda, but, But yeah, keep it as simple as possible. Have everything that we need and just be happy with what we have. So, I think she's going to stay here for the whole video. Okay, she scratched my face.
Like, get me out of my video.
Okay, I barbecue too, and one thing with the barbecue, I love barbecue because I'm into like fit foods and do a lot of high protein, very, very low carb. And I'm always afraid I'm going to burn my face. I'm weird with the face, okay? Or my hair. So, Graves' disease, an autoimmune disease, and some symptoms that some people may experience. Like, actually, I want to say it varies person to person. My daughter has atypical case, which is when you open the textbooks, you won't find her case. So, typically a year and a half on methimazole, or the real name is Tapazole. The generic name is methimazole. Your body would go in remission. If you do not go in remission within a year and a half, what happens?
You go crazy.
Most likely you do not. Your body doesn't go into remission, and so you have to look into alternative methods of treatment. And as of today, there's 3 current treatments for Graves' disease. Treatments for Graves' disease, not a cure. There is a total thyroidectomy, removing the entire thyroid. Missy Elliott and Wendy Williams and some other famous people they have the Graves' disease, and they went with
The
RAI.
radioactive iodine.
Which because she's young, she's not a candidate for it. You drink it and you stay in isolation for a period. And if anybody comes in contact with you, the person you're staying with, I would hope to think that you have someone with you. I think you're required to or not. I'm not sure, but we looked into that, but our endocrinologist said my daughter's too young. She'd probably have to have like 2 sessions of it, which is not going to happen because it's so dangerous anyway. You're like killing the thyroid.
Yeah, basically a laser to shoot at your thyroid.
Yeah, it's not safe. And then the other method is methimazole and tapazole. And so she was on the highest dosage of methimazole for 5 years and beta blockers. Her Graves' disease affected her heart. That was 90% of why I went into the thyroidectomy. And so she had heart palpitations, hand tremors, body temperature fluctuation, which is if you're hot, she's like extremely freezing cold. And so that was getting really hard on her body. And then the medicine in general, I'm holistic and natural as far as I can be. I am not a vegetarian, but I watch what I eat. And so I like to watch what I put into my body. And I don't do any medicine. I do natural herbs.
And now, speaking of the vitamin fluctuation.
Herbs as in like my supplements and bottles that are just like really basic.
Vitamin D.
101. Yeah, vitamin D, magnesium.
Folic acid.
I like that a lot for my hair and nails and her. She's on a high dose of vitamin D.
On the topic of body temperature fluctuation, when it's actually hot now that I have my thyroid out, I'm actually extremely hot.
Yes, now that her thyroid's out, I'm talking over her, sorry. Now that her thyroid's out, she'll be at the next video to tell you her story. She's giving me a hug. Sorry. This is our life. It's so silly. So it's real though. So now that her thyroid's out, when it's hot, she's extremely hot. And my face, girl. Thank you. I do a lot of face masks. Come on. Scratch my face. So, yeah, so when she's hot, like right now, I'm like cold, so I'm wearing like a leather jacket. When I went outside, it was so freezing. I'm like scarf, hat, everything for her. So, yeah, she's back. So, What would be 3 things you'd like to share about your Graves' disease? She doesn't know. Oh, forgetfulness is one of the symptoms that she's experienced. Right now. Short-term memory. And one thing I'd like to share, I'm really proud of her. She's an honors student, and she retains really, how do you say, what's that word? Like a photographic memory. Mm-hmm. It's little things, walking in a room and like, what did I do? Or where did that go? Ah, sorry. Okay. I think she's hungry. So yeah, short-term memory. And she's excelling in her academics, math, English. She has art and French. So that has never been affected personally for her, but the hand tremors were affecting her schooling because of her not being able to hold a pencil. So she is a K-12 academy, which is working out awesome, but she's recovering. On the 11th of January, she had her total thyroidectomy. We went to Dr. Padilla. He was amazing. I met with him 3 times prior to surgery, and I was told our endocrinologist it was on the table, and I said, you know what, I'm going to try alternative methods. We went to Osher Clinic in San Francisco. It's part of UCSF. And if you're not familiar, Salesforce, like a billionaire, is this Mark Benioff, who's related to
David Benioff.
Danny Benioff,
who created
Game of Thrones, donated a huge amount of money to Children's Hospital, which is where it came Benioff. So it's located in San Francisco at the Mission Bay campus. That's where we go for treatment. And for 5 years, we're there all the time. I mean, there would be weeks that we're there like 4 or 5 times a week. Since her thyroidectomy, the appointments are tapering off, and we go in another month over there. And she does labs every 6 weeks. We check the TSH, TSI, free T3, free T4. And with her being young, we always check her potassium. No, calcium. I don't have it here, but we have Tums. What's the name for the Tums?
Calcium carbonate.
Calcium carbonate. So I'm learning this too.
Or just Tums for the store.
So yeah, when she got out of her thyroidectomy, I'm jumping from thyroidectomy till now, but I just had like a lot of information I wanted to share briefly. She was on 40 of them after surgery, and it was so hard to get the prescription because they didn't want to give so much to her, but the doctor made sure everything was taken care of. So when we get medications now, there's no problem, but that was like a really high dosage of that pill. So, and do you have your pill now? We have 1 pill. She has 1 pill for the rest of her life. It eliminates all the other pills. If you get a chance to check out my story on Instagram, it is Fit Graves' Disease Mama, FIT GRAVES MAMA. We love 99.7 Fernando, our girl Shanberries. And the other day he's giving a shout out to Sophia, and he's like, Fit Graves' Disease, your name's too long. So yeah, I think I'm going to change it because...
You said Fit Graves' Disease, too long a name, Mama.
Yeah, but Instagram is a total platform for Graves' Disease. I don't use it for like pictures of me or anything, or like, yeah, so what?
I just have a fun fact about the Ronald McDonald Family House.
Oh yes, fun fact. If you go to McDonald's, you see the little box. We're not big on McDonald's, obviously, because we practice fit eating, but like, having meals not going to hurt once in a while, okay?
Or
so,
Yoga Parfait.
Yeah, so if you go to McDonald's, see the little box, or if you are wanting to help out, there's the Ronald McDonald House. What is it?
They raised $4.4 million within the last 5 years.
Yeah, they've raised over $4 million for the hospital. And if you don't know what Ronald McDonald House is, I didn't know what it was either. I just thought it was like a donation box of like we give to kids. Well, if you go to Children's Hospital in San Francisco or other Children's Hospital, and I know Stanford has one because we started there.
American Girl.
Yes, before we got to Benioff. So a portion of the money goes to, is it a portion or all of it?
All of it.
The money goes to the McDonald House. So if you're a family like ourselves far away going into the hospital, you could get services like sleepover, get food, meal. So because we're close to the hospital, I obviously stayed with her for the 6 days. Supposed to be 1 or 2 days. We ended up staying there longer for her recovery, and because she's younger, they wanted to monitor her levels and take labs. And so the Ronald McDonald House is awesome. We have a friend that stayed there long term, and it just is a place that you don't have to worry about like hotel,
it's
all that
basically
stuff.
a hotel for the Benioff children, basically.
Yeah, it's a hotel for the Benioff family, so they don't have to pay for housing and stuff. And the meals are awesome. I mean, because when you're at the hospital, it adds up. Like you're getting cafeteria food. And the whole time I was there for like years, I didn't even know it was available to us. And after her total thyroidectomy, I would go downstairs, I journal write like while she was sleeping, because she's on. She was sleeping a lot after her surgery, and the people are amazing. They volunteer their time too, and they cook. And like I said, Salesforce, Google, Yahoo,
Starbucks,
all these people, companies out here donate their time and everything. And we also have excuse me, a friend who was at the family house, which she came from another country. She was born without a immune system. So we were invited to have dinner there twice.
Yes.
And the sales force brought dinner in from like a place in the city for the kids, and these big gift baskets. So those little things mean so much. I mean, excuse me, if you have a sick child, I never thought that I'd have like a girl who was sick, and it's just been an amazing experience. All these people that are just like always doing beautiful things for these kids. Because you know, when we're standing outside the hospital, I look up. I always look up, and I'm like, my heart goes out to these kids that are there, because she gets to come home to me like every day, no matter what we've gone through. So yeah, and I'm thankful for all my lovelies who have been there on the journey. I thank you, David Demars, for being such an influential person in my life. I thank all my lovelies in my world that are just like so amazing, and the strength that I've been given to take care of these two amazing girls has been like crazy. And love Shade by Shan's Hot Red. I wear it every day. I'm so bad. So I love Shanberries. What's the other color? Berry.
Berry. I also have a fun fact, another one about the Ronald Dawn House. The LDS missionaries actually had like a place for them, and then they actually took it off the market so the
I'm looking for my cat.
Could buy it.
She's black. She's hard to get.
For the family house in Parnassus, that's what it was for.
Yeah, the family house started at Parnassus, which is an amazing fact. The LDS Church had given the property up so they can have that, and now it's just like taken off so big, and it's awesome. They have like a big screen TV. They have all the food engaged. It's like they make you feel like you're like at a hotel or something. So when I was there as a single mama, it was nice to have that there available to us, and so I just want to share what that was.
I also got this from Chinatown.
Oh, she wants to share experience at Chinatown.
Yeah, that's what we got.
We saw these in the shop. Oh, look at one. Not cute.
It's more like little mini cups, so that size, and this little like.
I'm sorry, I lost my ring. It was like $3. That's so bad. I just had it too. It was here. It was green and it had a flower on top.
Rose quartz.
Rose quartz. So yeah. Anything else you want to share about Gracie? Thank you for sharing your story.
I have nothing right now, but
she'll be in my next video. She's like making big things happen, right?
I'm also writing my paper right now, so.
Oh yeah, she's writing a paper. It's like a 6-page paper on Graves' disease. And I just want to share one thing with Graves' disease. You can go if it goes untreated, you go into a thyroid storm, which is fatal, and your body goes into like all the symptoms were on like high alert. When she went into her surgery, she was in the worst part of her illness, and so I know I made the right decision. I just want to say personally for me, if you have Graves' disease, you know someone who has it, be supportive, please, and just sometimes you just need to listen. It was unknown to me, but I did my own research for like 6 years. I'm in the process of putting all my journals together to tell our story a little better, because I write, but my journals are like, I go through them so fast. I just like to put them all together to have more story to share, because I think when I was looking online, it was like older people had been going through it, like a few that were really I could relate to, but with having a child this young, it was all new. And as of today, I know a 21-year-old, and who else has Graves' disease? And her, yeah. So most of my loved ones on Instagram are like older. So yeah, this is just, they're not 90. They're just a little older than she is. So yeah, and she was diagnosed at 6. So, oh, another thing too is that I wanted to share that please just don't give up on hope, because she's a living testimony that anything's possible and that you can get through it. I remember planning nights at Benioff at the bottom level, and I was just like having to take in all these appointments after appointment after appointment. So there's not a day that goes by that I'm not thankful for all my loved ones and people that have been had an impact on my life, because I just remember being there and going through this and knowing inside there that she's going to be okay, and one day we're going to be able to share a story like today. So yeah, so we got to go. It's Saturday, and my IKEA dresser. I love IKEA. Sorry. I always get stuff from it because it's like, I love it. It's cute. So yeah, any last words, Missy? I'm sorry, I changed her name like 1,000 times. It was like Graves' disease girl, Graves girl 11, and she's on my account. So yeah, we don't use Instagram for social use. It's more like for K-12 Academy stuff, parents, friends, and then loved ones. So if you're there, you get a chance, opportunity to see our videos. Please look. I have to. I was doing my hair earlier, And before college, I went to college like in the 90s, late 90s, 6-ish, where I met my best friend. And prior to that, I went to beauty school, cosmetology school. So I have some skills in hair, not that I'm doing it like for work or anything, just for fun. And I left the hair color in too long. It's like really light and it's going into winter, so it's kind of funny. It's okay though, it happens. you learn while you're doing stuff. So she's trying to track down the little kitty cat because she's hiding. So yeah, if you have any questions about Graves' disease, please ask me. She's on 11 months recovering from a tonsillectomy. And FYI, TSH level still has not gone normal. TSH means thyroid stimulating hemoglobin. Yes. And I checked that because at all the tests, when that TSH was off and the TSI, I know she's having like a lot of symptoms. Most likely those levels will be up. Overall, the labs don't say much about her illness because you could be totally perfect labs and feel sick, or you could feel sick and have awful labs. So personally, our story, again, she's an atypical case. I don't use labs much, but I know the TSH, since surgery, still hasn't placed her in remission. So this is a everyday recovery story for us. Or not recovery, like what is it? Every day she's just getting a little better, and we go back in another... When do we see Meredith? November, yes. Oh, it's next month. Insane. We see her like once every 3 months now. So, love you. Have an amazing Saturday. If you have any questions, ask me below. Again, I don't know how to do graphics or anything on my screen. If I did, I would. I'm going to put a little picture of my kitty cat. I'm just kidding. Love you.